as we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Now it's second down here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. They'll try the right here. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Well, that is a first down in a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. And that's the fullback making the catch. It was not a big concern with his defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Auburn now operating in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running back grabs it on a screen. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Incompletion makes it second down. They'll hand it off. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Grab down the middle. It's Sullivan. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
And the Hilltoppers with first and 10 here. And they'll use the ground game here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
The offense does a good job of utilizing the play-action pass, sucking those linebackers up against the run to give the quarterback a nice window behind them to be able to make that throw downfield to the tight end.
Looking to pass here on second down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him?
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Fighting him off. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. He's swarmed by the defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with
the sophomore able to get home with the sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Quarterback drops back. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching it downfield. Caught over the middle by the tight end. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Incomplete for a third straight play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
They'll kick it away here. The returner is brought down. It's a starter in the next drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Handoff running right. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They're going to run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? They begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense.
The first down.
Loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Makes a nice move there. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
With 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his man, has the first down. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Running back has it on the screen now. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. So the screen on 1st down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on 1st down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Pass caught. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Hand off to the single back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Tries to get it to the running back. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it and finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. There's the handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking for the wide out. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
He makes the grab. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
No fair catch, looking to return this punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Quick throw, testing the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Second and 10 after the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it again. Looking for his back. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He saw them at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. There's a screen pass to the running back. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
And the Hilltoppers will line up on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. But they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. The pass rush closing in. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn. Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's brought down quickly, trying to make something happen on the return, but still doesn't get out to the 25. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Grab down the middle. It's Hardy.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. Finds just enough space and makes the first down. The Hilltoppers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Fires it to the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That completion makes it second and short. And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And now the handoff. Breaking tackles. That run moves the ball to the 16. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that pass is hauled in over the middle.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. Those yards after the catch gotta pad your stats.
That completion makes it second and medium. And here's the handoff. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks right for a quick completion. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up a third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to throw yet again. Receiver makes the grab. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Good enough for first down yardage. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. And now you've got another chance at points.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The ball is caught. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
He's running out of time here. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
That gain makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Sullivan. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Try to catch the defense with the draw. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And it's a bunch formation. They look to throw it here on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here. Down multiple scores. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And here comes a deep shot. It is incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it's good.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll give it to the running back. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down.
Western Kentucky, 17.
On the ready. 42 Spider. 4-2 ready.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. Tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And he's brought down out at the 46.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down, looking to throw it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And the pass is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Makes a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. And now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He stopped short of the 1st down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Checks this down to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fights through the tackler. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Running out of time in the pocket. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. And this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. And the offense just takes a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.